This is what you guys don't understand is like Linda doesn't like sales. In fact, right before I said, hey, before we jump on, how many deals have you done since you joined Flat Fee Mastery? She said 7. And I said, you say 7? And I was like, wait, since you joined what? And she's like, since I joined Flat Fee Mastery. I'm like, and I went back and I looked at when you joined. I'm like, wait, that's 25 days. Holy shit. And the best part is when we originally talked, you're like, yeah, I don't like sales. So talk about that because you don't like sales. It's funny you don't like sales because you're really damn good at it. How does that work? Explain that to me.
I don't know. I think I feel like I'm an ordinary person that I get anxiety and I get stressed about it, and I'm asking for money. I don't know. Still to this day, I get really nervous. But when I have all these tools in front of me, and then I think the biggest part is also that I have some experience on my side now. So I've had people say no. I've had lots of people say no, F you, and I'm not interested, and why would I ever pay for this when I can do it myself, or whatever their excuse was. And I think that's kind of given me a little bit of a tougher skin that like there's lots of other people out there. Because I think the mistake I was making before was that I was treating each call as too precious. Like I was like, they could probably tell it in my voice that I was nervous and I really wanted the sale. So kind of flipping it around and just saying like, I don't really care whether or not I get the sale. Like the whole time in my mind, I'm like, they need me more than I need them. Comes across a little bit more when I'm talking to them. So it's more like I'm interviewing them now and I'm saying like, this is how it's going to be if you want to grow your business, if you want to have this, that, and the other. And if not, I totally get it. Like I have 6 other people that I've called that I have on my list here that I'm going to be talking to today. So in that way, I think I've been able to overcome my fear a little bit. And then also as a mom, I like to appeal to people's personal sides. So I've liked to connect with people and just, find out if they have a family, if they have kids, if they have pets, and like, I don't know, make it a bit more personal in the hopes that I'm going to build a long-term relationship with them, as opposed to them thinking of me as just like a Angie Leith person or a home advisor person that's, cold and calculated. So
I remember when we talked, you were like, yeah, I was skeptical. And then I tried one of the things you suggested and it actually worked. And I got a deal. And I was like, okay, shit, maybe this actually does work. So that's like, what was the thing that you tried? And maybe people that are in this, that are just jumping in or like, whatever, maybe they're skeptical what is the thing you tried that they could try that they could see that it works for themselves?
Right off the bat, just implementing the lead value calculator from the get-go was just huge. I don't know. It was just that visual aid that people needed to see how much money they could potentially make. And also for me to see how much I should be charging them, because I was way undercharging people. Like these deals that I could have gotten, $1,250, $1,500 at least, I was like scared to ask for $450 or $500. So we were just saying this morning, Raphael and I, like if we would have been implementing all these techniques with the screencast and the video calls and the lead value calculator from the beginning, like we would have been at like 100K a month by now. And then the crazy part is it's the same amount of work. So, I'm still calling people, just not on video. I'm still spending that time on the phone. I'm still building out the lead gen sites and, doing whatever else I need to do to get that client. And then it's just about the mindset and how you value your leads. So yeah, that part was just like, I don't know, blew my mind.
I love doing these interviews because it's like, there's so many people from so many different backgrounds, men, women, different, like, it doesn't matter if you have sales experience or not. The thing that is different between you and everybody else is you're just actually doing it. As much as it sucks, as much as you hate it, you're actually doing it. Which part of it is the most uncomfortable for you, the prospecting or the closing?
I think the prospecting, because you're a stranger to them. Like once I've had a few conversations with them and then I do a video call, I'm much more comfortable with them already. I think it's that initial phone call when you're trying to kind of cut through the ice and kind of get a feel for them. We've hashed out a couple really good opening lines now that I'll kind of make fit based on the industry. And that's helped me out a ton. So I'll have it printed up, I'll have it up on my screen, like right there. So if I start to lose my way, I can just glance over at that. So that's helped a ton for sure.
How have your closes been? You do the leads, you do the screencast. How have those been? Have they been back and forth? You've had to really go for the jugular, or have they mainly been smooth?
They've been super smooth, which almost tells me I need to be asking for more money up front. And then, yeah, because every single one I've done so far, they just say yes like this. And so that tells me that they were expecting a lot more. I'm getting a little more brave, I think. I had a call with a guy who did say no. He turned it down because he said it was too much money, but he was getting too much business already. I think it was a bad fit from the beginning. So I wasn't too bummed, but you know, they're not all home runs.
But that's what's crazy is I think that's the common theme is if we were to look at one of your, let's say you had recorded one of your Zoom calls, I think people would watch it and they'd go,
well, of course, that's like the easiest sell ever.
What they don't know is that you've been selling the deal over the whole week and you already overcame all the objections. So all you're doing is collecting the credit card. I mean, what % chance did you think you had of getting today's deal when you got on the phone?
Today I was a little bit shaky because he did mention about retiring and stuff, and I wasn't exactly sure where he was standing with his business. But the second like he saw me face to face and he brought up the fact that I had sent him a screencast, you know, just a little video talking about the services and all that, he kept sending me like thumbs up like texts with like American flags. So I was like, I don't know what he's saying, but I think it's good.
Yeah, he doesn't either. He's just like that old guy that just like fat fingers his phone. That's awesome.
No, he was excited, but no, I wasn't like super confident with this one. I told Raphael, I was like, I'm not sure what he's going to say, but I was very conservative in my numbers with him. I was like basing it only on sending him 15 leads a month, and it's definitely going to do closer to 30. So
he's going to be jacked.